everyone, today I'm going to be talking about Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. I don't know if you could already tell, but I really like this book. It's just so good. Ransom Riggs, I felt like this book just stole me from my life. Like, every moment I just wanted to read it and jump back into the peculiar world. Like the ending. Okay, I gotta take it one step at a time. I haven't introduced this at all. Okay, basically stay if you read it, and if you haven't read it, go read it and then come back and then we can cry over it together. Just go read it, okay? And then finish this video. Because goodbye for now if you haven't read the book. Goodbye, guys. This piece of hair is like, where do you go? What? The book starts out exactly where we left off in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So right at the bat, we have this problem with Miss Peregrine stuck as a bird, their loop destroyed. What I really liked about this book was how fast-paced it was. Like, the first book was great and I loved it, but it was a little slow in the beginning. But this book was not that at all. There was constantly things going on, and it's just really intense, and it was that way throughout the book. There was no dull moment, which was really great. I loved it. There's a lot more world building in this book. You really see how big the peculiar world is. I loved meeting other peculiar characters and entering other loops. I mean, you know, peculiar animals. It was all very interesting. The dangers of being peculiar are really fleshed out. We see how powerful the Wrights and the Hollows are becoming. And by the end, you're just like, man, being peculiar is awful, because it's like almost just like genocide of the peculiar race. I mean, they're trying to extract their souls and getting rid of what makes them peculiar, which is awful. There's just this whole threat of that world at stake, and it makes it like such a bigger problem than just saving Miss Peregrine. It takes it to another level. Also, what was really great about this book is we get a lot more character development. Emma quickly becomes the obvious leader of the group. She's really confident and optimistic. There are times when she gets doubtful, but everyone really looks up to her throughout the whole book, and she's just a great leader, and I personally was really impressed with Emma. She seems like a really strong character. On the other hand, while Emma is really confident, Jacob is having some insecurity issues. There's a lot of pressure on him to be the person his grandpa was, because he can see hollows. Everyone automatically expects him to be the fighter, to defend them against all the things that they can't see. But Jacob is just now figuring out that he has these powers. He doesn't know where his abilities can go, how far they extend to. I talked a little bit about Emma and Jacob already, but also with the other characters. Well, all of them, you really get more of a sense of what kind of a person they are. I knew the characters really well by the end of the book, but the characters that really shine in this book are Brown and Millard. Especially Millard. He's really the brains of the book. He's the one that figures out the big secret at the end of the book. And then also Brown too, I was starting to mention her. She acts sort of like the motherly character. Like, Emma's the leader, but Brown is the mother. Like, she's always taking care of the children. She's so strong, powerful, but she's so gentle with the kids, and I don't know, she was just another character that I really enjoyed learning about, getting to know. And I also want to talk about some of the newer characters. The peculiar dogs were very interesting. I didn't think they were going to come back, but they did in the end. And then there's Sam and Esme. They were minor characters. I mean, they're only in it for a little bit. But man, I don't know, there's something really powerful about their scene and how Sam really criticizes the way that the kids are acting. They're like, oh, you have no compassion, you know, where's your humanness? And I don't know, it was very interesting. I hope Sam comes back, because she seemed like a really cool character, and Esme was adorable. And then we meet the brothers, Joel and Peter, who share the same mind, which were a nice addition. They were really peculiar. And then we meet Melina, the telekinetic girl, who's also really cool, and I think she's another really great addition. Okay, I'm just skipping over to the ending, because I just need to talk about it. When they find Miss Wren in that iced over building, I genuinely thought that things were gonna be okay, which is stupid because obviously the story was nowhere near over. The freaking plot twist at the end, it was like double punch, like double sucker punch. It was freaking crazy. Miss Red is working on Miss Peregrine, and the kids are learning more about how serious the problems are in the peculiar world. When they visit the 3 victims in the hospital who were peculiar, but now they're just sort of these unconscious people that don't have their abilities anymore, Millard, the freaking brilliant Millard, he discovers the big dun 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 part where we learn that the rights are extracting the souls of peculiar children from the heel. Oh, they talk about it in the beginning, and I mean, I kind of knew like, oh, they're gonna go somewhere with this souls thing, right? And they did, they went there. I thought this was the big revelation, like, oh my god, this is the climax. Like, their second souls have been taken from them. That means that all the peculiar children are in danger of having their second souls taken from them. No. There was 2 soccer punches. 1, every peculiar kid's second soul is at stake. The rights now have the ability to enter loops, to harness the peculiar kid's powers, and the second plot twist that I totally didn't see coming, and I usually do. The whole ordeal with Miss Peregrine. Oh my freaking god. You know, Miss P, she was showing signs of, like, something was off. Like, I could tell. I honestly thought she was just losing her human self, that she was becoming more animalistic. I didn't think much of it. But then, when they go through the transformation, everybody's in the room, Miss Ren is doing her voodoo power things, whatever, and Miss P is supposed to change back, but Miss P isn't there. It's not a she, it's a he, and it's Miss Peregrine's brother. My jaw dropped. Like, that doesn't happen in real life. It happened to me. Of course Ransom Riggs would do this. I think it's fair to say that he's really good with his endings. Like, this part was, oh my god, I was stunned, like stunned. Jacob controls the Hollow. Like, the Hollow becomes obedient to Jacob and it's no longer a threat. And I was just like, what? What? Like, what is going on? He can manipulate hollows? Like, what has happened? If that's what he can do, Jacob is a very powerful peculiar, okay? At first I was like, oh yeah, he's like a little bit peculiar. No, he is freaking badass. Like, honestly, I was just, everything was going in my mind, and I was like, and there was only a few pages left, and it was, what's gonna happen? And I don't know, but I'm positive the next book will be just as good, if not better, because Ransom Riggs has not disappointed me. This book was great. Writing was beautiful, easy to understand, easy to follow. The characters were great. It was just so good. I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I really, really, really did like it, and I think Ransom Riggs did just an awesome job. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Sorry, I had a lot to say, but it was a good book and I just needed to express my feelings. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye!